Hello friends, welcome to Physics Live channel. Today we are going to study some basic about solid state physics. First of all, the elements of crystallography. Origin. The crystal structure. On the basis of structure, solids are of two types. We have solids two types, that is crystalline solids and amorphous solids. Crystalline solids are periodic arrangement of atoms. They are regular arrangement. Amorphous solids, that is random arrangement of atoms. Crystalline solids are sharp melting point, anisotropic in nature, more rigid, less entropic. Example: copper, benzoic acid, potassium nitrate, quartz, etc. An amorphous solid, random arrangement of atoms, don't have a sharp melting point, isotropic in nature, less rigid, more entropic. Example: fiber, glass, Teflon, naphthalene, cellophane, etc. Okay. And solid state, another is rotational symmetry. We use that symmetry equation, that is n theta is equal to 2 pi, where n is multiplicity. Symmetry for two-fold angle theta is equal to 180, three-fold theta is equal to 120, four-fold theta is equal to 90, six-fold theta is equal to 60. Okay, rotational symmetry two-fold, three-fold, four-fold, six-fold, and their angles. 578 fold symmetry does not exist in crystallography but exists in nature. You can see the 5-fold symmetry in starfish and 7 and 8-fold symmetry in flowers, found in nature but does not in crystallography. We have 4 symmetry operation, that is translation, reflection, rotation, inversion. There are 32 point groups. We have 230 space groups. What do you mean by a unit cell? Unit cell is the smallest unit of the crystal which on continuous repetition generates the all lattice. You know that the unit cell is a building block of the crystal. You should consider this picture, that is alpha, beta, gamma, x, y, z axis, and a, b, c, that is the parameters in the crystal, that is lattice. What do you mean by lattice? Lattice is a periodic arrangement of imaginary points in the space, and basis it is in an atom or a group of atoms. What is meant by crystal means lattice plus basis. Okay, for a volume of unit cell we have an equation, that is V is equal to A bar dot B cross C. We have primitive unit cell and non-primitive unit cell. Primitive unit cell means effective number of lattice points in the cell, that is 1. Non-primitive, that is effective number of lattice points in the cell is more than 1. You should consider here, that is the effective number of primitive unit cell is 1 here. Here it is, here 1, and there a contribution from the 4. So it is greater than 1, so it is a non-primitive unit cell. Another important property, that is Wigner state cell. What do you mean by Wigner state cell? Connect a given lattice point to all nearly lattice points. Draw normal to the midpoints of the lines connecting the lattice points. The smallest volume encoded by the normal is the required primitive cell. Such a cell is called Wigner state cell. That is, we have lattice points like this, and we should connect the lattice points like that, and we should draw a normal to the midpoint of the line connecting the lattice points. Means we take a normal here, here, and we get the what it is, Wigner seed cell. Okay, crystal structure, that is lattice plus basis, that is very important. Okay, Next is the Bravais lattice in two-dimensional, that is crystal system Bravais lattice and condition. Here we know that a square we have A is not A and B, and for a square it is A and B should be equal and gamma is equal to 90 degree. For rectangular primitive, that is A is not as equal to B and gamma should be 90 degree, and hexagonal A and B should be equal and gamma is not equal, gamma is equal to 120. In oblique, A is not as equal to B, gamma is not equal to 90. Rectangular center, that is A is not as equal to B, gamma is equal to 90. So this is the Bravais lattice in two-dimensional. We can represent capital R is equal to n a1 bar plus m a2. a1 and a2 are the primitive lattice vectors. N and m should be 0 or plus or minus 1 etc. to any number. You should know that the honeycomb lattice is not a Bravais lattice. In Bravais lattice in three-dimensional, we should know about this Bravais lattice in three-dimensional space lattice, that is cubic, trigonal, hexagonal, tetragonal, orthorhombic, monoclinic and triclinic. We have simple cubic, body centered cubic, basic centered cubic, face centered cubic. The property of the cubic system, that is A is equal to B is equal to C, alpha is equal to beta equal to gamma equal to 90 degree. For trigonal, A is equal to B is equal to C, alpha is equal to beta is equal to gamma not equal to 90 degree less than 120 degree. For hexagonal, A is equal to B not is equal to C, alpha is equal to beta is equal to 90 degree, gamma is equal to 120 degree. For tetragonal, A is equal to B not is equal to C, alpha is equal to beta is equal to gamma is equal to 90 degree. For orthorhombic, A not equal to B not is equal to C, alpha is equal to beta is equal to gamma equal to 90 degree. For monoclinic, A not is equal to B not is equal to C, alpha is equal to beta is equal to 90 degree, not is equal to gamma. And triclinic, A not equal to B not equal to C, and alpha not equal to beta not equal to gamma. These are the properties of the crystal systems. So we should remember the Bravais lattice in three-dimensional system. Okay. Next, that is the Miller indices. You should remember the Miller indices because the Miller indices is very important for the competitive exams. That is, these are defined to identify a crystal plane. They indicated by HKL. So Miller indices of a plane indicated by this symbol you should remember, that is HKL, and are given by reciprocal of the intercept of the plane on the three axes. You should know that the intercepts on x, y, z axis. Here we consider the example, that is x equal to 2a, y is equal to 3b and z is equal to c, and we should get that the intercepts are 2, 3, 1 and take reciprocal, and we have to find the LCM and can multiply by these reciprocals, and we get the Miller indices like this. So what it is, the steps we follow for this to find the Miller indices, that is we should first find the intercepts and take reciprocal and multiply by the LCM. So this formula is valid for cubic, tetragonal and orthorhombic notations, and you should familiar with this notations, that is Miller indices can be represented by like this. Direction indices represented by a square bracket, family of planes is represented by this, and family of direction indices is represented by expectation notation. So the relation between direction and plane, if a UVW direction is perpendicular to HKL plane, that H is equal to U, K is equal to V, W is equal to L. If UVW direction is parallel to HKL plane, then HU plus KV plus WL is equal to 0. So you should use the condition for any question. So if the direction and plane are perpendicular, you can easily compare it with the corresponding terms, and if you get that the direction is parallel to the plane, you can use the condition HU plus KV plus WL is equal to 0. Okay. Interplanar spacing, that is represented by DHKL. The spacing between planes in a crystal, that is called interplanar spacing. The common equation that is used here, that is DHKL is equal to 1 by under root h square by a square plus k square by b square plus l square by c square. For orthorhombic and trigonal crystal structure, the DHKL is equal to 1 by under root h square by a square plus k square by a square plus l square by c square. For a cubic system, you can easily use that a is equal to b is equal to c equal to a only. So we can take a on upper side. So a divided by under root h square plus k square plus l square. For hexagonal crystal system, DHKL that is equal to 4 by 3 h square plus hk plus k square by a square plus l square by c square. This should be by hearted for the exams. And the coordination numbers, that is the number of nearest neighbor to the particular atom in the crystal, that is coordination number. Atomic packing fraction, that is indicates how closely atoms are packed in a unit cell. That is atomic packing fraction can be found by the formula, that is volume of atom divided by volume of unit cell. What is meant by planar density? Density of atomic packing on a particular plane, that is packing in a particular plane, that is planar density. Number of atoms on a plane divided by area of a plane. Packed structure where the coordination number is 12 and atomic packing fraction, that is 74%. Between number density and mass density, that is rho n is equal to the number density that's equal to n effective divided by a square for a cubic system. Number density that's equal to Na divided by Ma rho m, that's equal to n effective divided by a cube, where Na is the Avogadro's number, that is 6.023 into 10 raised to 23. Ma is the atomic mass, N is the number of atoms per unit cell, rho m is the mass density, A is the lattice parameter. A is equal to n effective into Ma divided by Na into rho m all raised to 1 by 3. So the number density or atomic density, atomic concentration, that is can be found by the formula, that is n by a cube, that is equal to Na rho m divided by Ma, where Na is the Avogadro's number, Ma is the atomic mass, rho m is the mass density. So you get the clear idea from this equation. It is very important equation. And you can also follow this table, that is the properties of simple cubic, body-centered cubic and face-centered cubic and hexagonal close packing. For simple cubic, the number of atoms per cell, that is number density, that is 1. For BCC 2, FCC 4 and HCP 6. Coordination number for simple cubic 6, BCC 8, FCC 12, HCP 12. For the nearest neighbor distance, that is 2r, that is equal to A for SC and BCC, that is root 3 by 2A and FCC A by root 2 and A for HCP. The number of second nearest neighbors, that is 12, 6, 6, 2, and second nearest neighbor distance, that is root 2a, and here it is C is equal to under root 8 by 3a. The volume of unit cell for SC, that is a cube, for a BCC and FCC, that is a cube, and HCP, that is 3 root 3 by 2 a square c. Volume of primitive cell, that is a cube for SC, a cube by 2 for BCC, a cube by 4 that for FCC, and root 3 by 4 a square c for HCP. These can be neglected for your purpose of exams, but you should know about the basics things, that is coordination number, the atomic packing fraction, and then the volume of primitive cell, etc. So the atomic packing fraction for SC, that is 52% pi by 6 and 68% for BCC, 74% for FCC, for HCP also 74%, and they can be represented by pi by 6, root 3 pi by 8, pi by 3 root 2. And you should remember the examples for the simple cubic and BCC and FCC and HCP. Okay, so phosphorus, sodium, potassium, lithium, copper, etc. are examples for them. So you get the idea about the basics of solid state. So next class will goes to the diffraction methods, etc. Not. Thank you for watching.